It's the latest twist in this ongoing scandal, and even after a 48-page audit and 3 congressional hearings, we still don't know who made the decision within the IRS to target and single out conservative groups applying for tax-exempt status.
What we do know is the investigation is just beginning, and as investigative reporter Jason Law reports, Cincinnati remains the center of it.
What we've learned from the audit, congressional hearings, and an inside source is that there was confusion, disorganization, and uncertainty about the law within the Cincinnati IRS office. One worker told me there were no politics motivating their actions, but many lawmakers think this is political, and they're trying to figure out who is to blame.
The IRS office at 550 Main Street has been under the microscope for more than a year. Last spring, then Deputy Commissioner for Services and Enforcement Stephen Miller sent a team of IRS agents to Cincinnati to investigate claims workers were targeting conservative nonprofits. At the same time, Senator Rob Portman and others began questioning if the IRS was abusing its power.
So for 6 weeks, from March 23rd, when you sent your team down to Cincinnati to find out what was going on, to May 3rd, you didn't bother to ask for any kind of interim report or updates from the team that you tasked with investigating these serious allegations?
No, sir. I don't believe I did.
Miller testified that he became aware of what was going on in May of 2012, but never notified Congress. More insight to what happened in Cincinnati could come from this woman, Lois Lerner. Wednesday, Lerner declined to answer questions on Capitol Hill. But here's what we know. She joined the IRS in 2001. And became director of the Exempt Organizations Office in 2006. From Washington, D.C., she manages 900 employees, including the agents in question here in Cincinnati.
And the question becomes, is there somebody else beyond Cincinnati that's participating in the vetting of these questionnaires?
So who gave the Cincinnati unit its orders? Did the orders come from inside this building or from Washington, D.C.? Last week, Steve Miller says that it was the work of 2 rogue Cincinnati IRS workers. But the Inspector General's audit says that the workers here did make efforts to contact their higher-ups in Washington.
The audit says Cincinnati's questions to Washington went unanswered for 13 months. The I-Team obtained emails from June 2011 showing IRS employees asking for guidance on the criteria to be used to filter applications. This is the first time we have seen internal documents detailing the so-called BOLO list to single out conservative groups. Last week, the Congressional Oversight Committee requested interviews with 5 IRS employees, including at least 3 from Cincinnati. Congress continues to ask questions. Some are not satisfied with what they've heard.
If this committee is prevented by obstruction or by refusal to answer the questions that we need to get to the bottom of this, you will leave us no alternative but to ask for the appointment of a special prosecutor.
Thursday, Senator Portman told the I-Team he would like to see a special prosecutor appointed to this case. The Justice Department began an investigation last week, but neither Portman nor Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell believe the Obama administration should be left to investigate itself. Jason Law, 9 on your side.
Thanks, Jason. And